Welcome to the second part of A7 Level 4, which is dividing polynomials. Okay, so with this video, we'll take a look at long division of polynomials, which is one of two strategies we have when dividing polynomials. So when dividing polynomials where the divisor is a binomial or larger, we will have two strategies. We'll use long division or synthetic division. And we'll find that it doesn't matter which strategy we use to divide polynomials, we will get the same answer. So we are going to set up long division problems just like we have in the past. And because of that, I have two examples here. I have a cubic polynomial with 4 terms being divided by a linear binomial, and I have just some integers here, which we already know how to solve. It is the same exact strategy, which is why I'm going to do both of these at the same exact time. And as you'll see, there are these lines in the middle. These are just for your own note-taking. If there's anything you'd like to jot down or any place where you get confused, please feel free to use these lines. Okay? So pause the video if you need more time. Okay, so we're going to set them up the same exact way we have in the past. So I'll rewrite this over here. So I have 6 divided by 288. And over here I have a plus 5. And under my box I have 2a cubed plus 20a squared plus 49a minus 5. Okay, so let's take a look at this example over here. So what do we do first? So we know that we take a look at our first number under the box. Does 6 go into 2? No, it doesn't. It goes into 2 0 times. So we have 6 times 0, which is 0. And now we subtract. So we have 2 minus 0 is 2, and we bring down the 8. Okay? So I'll do the same exact thing over here. So I will take a look at this term right here, my linear term. So what is 2a cubed divided by a? Or, how you can look at this, what does a need to be multiplied by in order to get 2a cubed? So let me just write that right here. We have 2a cubed divided by a. So we know that is 2a squared. So I'll write that right over my quadratic term right here. So 2a squared. So what we'll do, we'll multiply our a and our 2a squared. So we get 2a cubed. And we'll multiply this 5 by our 2a squared. And we get 10a squared. Okay? So what we did over here, we subtracted. Okay? We automatically subtracted. So we had 2 minus 0. So what we're going to do here, the same exact thing. We'll subtract this term right here. So let me rewrite that underneath. That is negative 2a cubed minus 10a squared. So I can cross this out right now so I don't get confused. So I'm left with 2a cubed minus 2a cubed. So they cancel. So I have 0. And I have 20a squared minus 10a squared, which is a positive 10a squared. Okay, so now I'll bring down everything else, just like I brought down the 8 for this problem. So I have plus 49a and my minus 5. Okay, so now let me switch colors. Over here, I followed the same exact process just with a new number. So how many times does 6 go into 28? Well, that's 4 times. So I multiply 6 times 4, which is 24, and I subtract that 24. So 28 minus 24 is 4, and I bring this 8 all the way down. Okay, so I'll do the same exact thing over here. So how many times, or what do you have to multiply a by to get 10a squared? Or what is 10a squared divided by a? So 10a squared divided by a. Well, we know that's 10a. So, all right, plus 10a up here. So just like I did over here, I multiplied this 6 and this 4, or this 6 and this 4 to get 24, and then I subtracted it. I'll multiply this a and this 5 by 10a, and then subtract it. So I have a times 10a, which is 10a squared, and I have 5 times 10a, which is 50a. And because I'm subtracting like I did up here, I have to switch my signs. An easy way to tell if you've messed up or not, if these terms right here do not cancel, then you've done something wrong. So I'll combine, so 10a squared minus 10a squared, that cancels, we get 0. I have 49a minus 50a, which is negative a. And then of course I have my minus 5 that I bring down. Okay, so another switching color. So now what I did, I said how many times does 6 go into 48? So 48 divided by 6 is 8. So 6 times 8 is 48. And I get a remainder of 0. So I know my solution of 288 divided by 6 is 48. So I'll follow the same process here. So negative a divided by a, or what do you need to multiply a by in order to get negative a? So let me write that, negative a divided by a, which we know is negative 1. So I'll write negative 1 up here. So now I'll multiply. A times negative 1 is negative a, and 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. So I'm subtracting, so I have to switch my signs here. So my a's cancel, negative a plus a is 0, and negative 5 plus 5 is 0. So I get a 0 down here. So I know there's no remainder. So my final solution is right up here. So I have 2a squared plus 10a minus 1. These tend to take a lot of practice, so take your time going through this video if you have to. Also, please be sure to watch the example video for A7 dividing polynomials using long division.